Hi guys, Shelley here. I want to talk about another early script. It's called the Iron Mountain Report PDF. And they try to tell you it was a hoax. They took it out of every library because it did make it to the library. But that's not true. And all you have to do is read it. You can see it all around you. It's really a dirty script by the 1% that run the world, the cult of Baal. Everything is scripted out. So it talks about literally they have a budget for how many people every year they want to kill. It talks about if there's no war, what can they use as a substitute? And they came up with the welfare department for all the people that normally go into the military, and they referred to as useless cockroaches. And then it says it's planned a global environmental crisis to get everybody on the same page. Oh, hello, global warming. Yeah, global warming's a false. It's a fraud. There's 10 oceans of fresh water underneath us. Like 10 times the water that's on the outside is on the inside. And the salt water is the waste. Anyways, they don't want to tell you the truth about anything. So they can sell you the water or tell you can't grow crops because there's no water. And that's not true. But anyhow, it says after the environmental crisis to get everybody on the same page. And oh, by the way, curiously, even though every government around the world is supposedly separate and fighting each other, they all adopted the same administration procedures. This is like the communist takedown of the entire world. And that's just a label. It's not who these people are. Anyways, then it says after the environmental world crisis, we're going to get aliens. And oh, for the last 5 years, they've been hitting us heavy with the alien agenda. And don't forget, this came out in 1960s, right about the time people started saying they saw alien sightings. You have to understand there's millions of people in on this. So yeah, lots of fraud. And it also talks about having a yearly budget for killing people. Let's see, what does it say right here? Ecological. War has been the principal evolutionary device for maintaining a satisfactory ecological balance between gross human population and supplies available for survival. It is unique to the human species. They say a lot of really bad stuff. Says, let's see right here. There we go. First, in the permanent absence of war, new institutions must be developed that will effectively control the socially destructive segments of societies. Second, for purposes of adapting the physical and psychological dynamics of human behavior to the needs of the social organizations, a credible personal destruction. A credible substitute for war must generate an omnipresent and readily understood fear of personal destruction. So, if there's no water, you're going to die. If there's aliens, they're going to kill you. You kind of understand what I'm saying. I mean, look right here. It talks about a comprehensive program of applied eugenics, because it also says they're going to start just killing off the old people. I mean, if they can't work, they're useless to these vultures, and they're just going to kill you. Euthanasia is on the table for the future. And it also, I need people to read this. It's only 70 pages, and as you can see, you can go here to archives.org, and you can easily turn the page. Find the one that, I made it larger. Let's see. Find the one that gives you all 70 pages. Not all of them do. Most of them are just limited to like 3 pages because they don't want people to see it. But let's see. Find this one. And it very clearly states that it has a lot of pages. Where did that go? Anyways, this is the one you want. And here's the address. Let me try to okay. So go here and read it, because it also talks about AI. It talks about how they have something that they're working with, and I know it to be the internet. And it says eventually it will turn into something very promising for them, and they're talking about AI. It's literally in this 1960s document. And I have so much to tell you about Elon Musk. Do people remember the Halloween where he dressed up as a superhero in red and black leather, and he had a huge Baphomet, cult of Baal, on his chest and all over his outfit? He's one of them. Don't believe the good cop, bad cop that him and Trump are playing, the black eye and everything. It's totally BS, because Trump is going to be your savior. And come to find out, I'm about to give history lessons in videos in the next 24 hours. That talk about a warring tribe, the Zongyu, who are actually the Canaanites of the Bible. And Joshua didn't kill them all. They kind of split up into some groups, and now the cult of Baal is alive and well. They started with the Zongyu, who was a warring tribe. They were beating up on China, trying to infiltrate them. That's why you have the Great Wall of China. And anyhow, it says that they were annihilated in 2021 BCE. That's not true, because they are the ones who have taken over China, but they infiltrated it. I'm going to be giving the history on that. And anyhow, they didn't. History tries to say that they were defeated in 2021 BC. No, they weren't. But they were. But they did decide to go out into the world, and then a lot of people inhabited the area, today as Russia, Siberia, and they infiltrated with the people there, breeding with men and women and becoming part of the tribes. And they worked their way across Europe. There's DNA evidence to prove all this. I'm going to bring it forward and in a better conversation. But yeah, they moved their way across Europe. I've been saying for the longest time, they're responsible for the Power and Authority in Europe. And in fact, there's DNA proof. And that's why you have castles with naked people and babies painted on them, and you call them art and cherubs, but really they're just the demonic people, just like Jeffrey Epstein Island, who does bad things with babies. So anyhow, it's the same people, and they go back as far as the Canaanites in the Bible. And a lot's going on, and I'm going to bring you all the truth. But they talk about, so anyhow, Elon Musk, this is why Kanye West lost his $6.6 billion. They tried to tell you it was about Jews. It wasn't about Jews. Kanye West told the world that Elon Musk was a Chinese hybrid, and he is. And he's planning on being one of your rulers in the future, because these people are bad people.